through the years, we've been able to maintain our yields, but what we have been able to do is reduce our cost of growing that crop. So early on, we wanted to get rid of synthetic fertilizers, and we did that. So we had to come in with some kind of fertility, because as long as I'm harvesting a crop and exporting nutrient, I'm gonna have to replace that at some point.
So you don't use any synthetic fertilizers?
On our east circle, where we're a little sandier, I will put on about 30 units early on. It just really benefits from that little boost early on. But I mean, 30 pounds is pretty minimal compared to what you could put on a potato crop. But on our other 3 circles, I haven't put any synthetic out there for probably about 10 years now. We've been using compost as our main, that's our foundation of our fertility program. It's loaded, it has the NPK and the micronutrients. And when we first got away from synthetics, went to the compost, we were still doing a potato barley rotation. We were putting on 3 tons of compost on every acre every single year. Once we started bringing in diversity, we had a lot more legumes out there in the cover crops, started bringing the companions. I got to the point where that 3 ton every other year actually became excessive, because we still pull cell samples every spring just to monitor this. We're not just guessing, you know, we put some science behind it. And 3 ton per acre became too much, so we dropped down to 2 ton per acre. And that was good for a while. Actually got to the point where we were banking all this excess nutrient and building up our bank, and we had some reserve. 2 ton became too much. So we're down to 1.5 ton every other year on our compost now. So for us, a lot of people always want to find out about yield. And with specialties, that conversation gets a little funny. But the way we look at it is through the years, we've been able to maintain our yields, but what we have been able to do is reduce our cost of growing that crop. So our inputs have gone down, the yield is remaining the same, but the quality of the crop is improved drastically. So the potatoes store much better. They have less problems when they're coming out of storage. So when we run them through a warehouse and package them, we have less sort out. So all these other things have been more beneficial to us economically than improving yield. Because especially on these fingerlings, there's a certain premium size on these. So I could grow these bigger and get more tonnage, but it won't necessarily make us more money because we want this premium size there. But if I can grow the same crop, have it cost less to grow the same crop, that's just as good as improving yield. Our focus wasn't so much on income, but it's on margin, profit. How much money are we making off of that acre, not how much tonnage are we bringing in.